Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to present my research regarding wireless NurseCall system using IoT implementation. In 2021, the third International Conference on Research, Academic, Community and Services, or ICRACOS. Let me introduce myself. I'm Rini and this research have been done by my team like Hendra Riwarnarno, Eliani, and Resma Wayuning. Today I'd like to divide it into 5 parts. First part is about the background, why this issue is come out, and the problem, what's the problem and the proposed solution. The next is about the design system and the result analysis system. And the last is about the conclusion. Let me introduce what is the nurse call or bell for notify the nurse. As you know, every hospital has a nurse call system in their its bed of patient or in patient room. A nurse call system is a complex system which used for helping patient to communicate with the nurse. So the background is if one room needs some bell in order to notify the nurse, if one room has more than one patient, if there are more than one room, so they need much cable. And if the hospital has more than 40 rooms, so they need a panel cable like the picture on the right, and this system will be inefficient. Why? This problem formulation when the bell in one of rooms doesn't function properly due to loose cable or damaged cable caused by rat bite. So the technician have to find out which cable that damaged or loose. It is difficult to find a cable with loose or damage in many cable like in panel cable, so they need more time to find out. So to overcome this problem is by using wireless NurseCall system. Since this system has no cable to connect it, each patient to the room or control room, the nurse can communicate with the patient. Here the design of system, which is each patient has a tool or for communication that connected to the router, and router also connected to the control room. So each patient can communicate with the control room via router. Here the prototype that we have done. We made 5 prototype for each 5 patient, and the left picture is showing the laptop that uh, uh, act as the control room, which they can monitor or control the each patient. The right algorithm is for NurseCall system. Firstly, initially the data, input the patient data including room number, name, and when they come to the hospital. And the second is when the node sends signal to the NurseCall room by pressing the certain push button. And then at the NurseCall control room, they will check the type of calling. If the red push button press it, then it will display the patient identity as well as the room number with press and buzzer on the emergency alert. Else, if the calling from the yellow push button, then it will display the patient identity as well as the room number and the calling alert for changing patient IP. And if the green push button, then it will display the room number, the patient identity, and they did not prioritize the calling alert. It means the patient need some help, but it's not very urgent. And then patient will carry out by nurse as fast as they visible, and begin. To know how the system can operate properly, so we need to check the three examination, such as performance analysis. We will check the link by simulation and the bit error rate by using dummy data, and the examination of three call, such as IV change request notification, help request notification, and emergency notification. And then the last is for other scenario when the two post button are pressed in the same time. Here the performance analysis. In the left graph is showing the power received in dB. We use a parameter based on the reference, like power transmit 20 dB milliwatt and power receive in margin in min 91 dBm and frequency 2.4 GHz, and the gain for TX and RX is 1, and N for free space 2, and N for urban area is 3.5. As we can see, the graph showing the purple color is showing for the free space, and the green color is for urban area. So the free space has a good communication compared to the urban area. And the right graph is showing the bit error rate that calculate from the total wrong data divided by total sending data multiplied by 100%. So based on the practice, we send some data in each of these 10. So we check the communication between system and the router, and then we use obstacle and without obstacle to check it. And for the first distance is 10 meter, and the second distance is 25 meter, and until 50 meters, because more than 50 meters is direct, they cannot communicate between our system to the router. So we can see without obstacle is has below than the with obstacle, of course. And the next examination of three call. So if we see the picture on the top left, when the room 2 press the red button, so in the control room they will show display the emergency notification and also the alert buzzer for notify that the patient need to be carried out as soon as possible. And when the room 1 press the yellow push button, then showing that the room number 1 and the name and the other identify, and then they need to change IV. And when the room number 4 press the green push button, the monitor will display the room number 4 with a certain data, patient data, and notification that they just need request help. And the other scenario, when to press together two bottom, two room. I mean two patient in room 3 and in room 4. Actually, if we press slide in the same time, but in the system will check even though looks like the same time, but there will be different time, even on only several second. So it's so the control room will display the fastest pressing. It mean in this case room 3 press earlier than the room 5. So the control room will display room number 3, and so if they just press a green push button, so the notification say that they just need help. Okay, conclusion. The performance analysis shows that the system can operate with coverage under 45 meter, and the data cannot be received when the system and router are separate in more than 50 meter or more. In 50 meter or more. The tree call which presented the function of the three button, so the system is running well. Using some scenario, the system has been tested, and so it can operate as the proposed design. Okay, thank you very much. This is my last presentation. Thank you for watching.